us it will break in pieces the nations. And with thee I will destroy kingdoms. Every child of God must learn how to fight. How to fight. Every child of God must be ready to fight. Because if you refuse to fight, your destiny will be kept in darkness. If you refuse to engage in warfare, you will not shine. Because there are things against you. There are powers who will keep you at a particular place. So for you to come out of that dungeon, you must learn how to fight. For you to come out of that dungeon, you must learn how to fight. Every child of God must learn how to fight. As long as you are a child of God, and one of the things that makes you a child of God, it is that you must learn how to fight whether you like it or not. Because this life is not fair. This life is not fair. As a matter of fact, life is a battlefield. This life is a battlefield. So for you and I to succeed, we must engage in a warfare. So the Bible, Ephesians 7, be strong in the Lord. Be strong in the Lord as a child of God, and in the power of His might. Why is Apostle Paul telling you and I that we must be strong in the Lord? Because there are people that is against you. There are people who don't want you to succeed. I say this every time. Every child of God who thinks that everybody loves him, you are living in a lie. Every child of God that thinks that everything will work out for him the way he or she wants, you are deceiving yourself. There is, you have an adversary. I told you on Wednesday. So as a matter of fact, the topic we are using, you have an enemy who don't want your progress. So Jesus said, men always have to pray and not faint. Men always. The underlying word over the men always have to pray. And Jesus said, and not faint. In other words, the reason why many are giving up on life. In other words, the reason why many people go through battles and they can't win their battles is because they have refused to pray. Jesus said, when you don't pray, you will faint. And I told you another word for fainting, it is that you are giving up on life. So Jesus said, if you don't want to give up on this life, you must learn how to pray. Because everything is against you. As a matter of fact, there are kingdoms that is against you. There are powers that are against you. There are witches and wizards that are against you. That is why Jesus said we have to pray always. So Apostle Paul told us we should pray without ceasing. He said we should pray without ceasing. So Jesus told us a story in the book of Luke 18. And there was a particular church in a particular city. And in that same city there was a widow who went to this unjust judge that avenged me of my adversaries. Oh, story that this woman has a great husband. And actress which are the family members killed this man. Why? Because this man has a lot of properties. And they want to take the properties of this good man. So because this man refused to pray, and actors which are his enemies, they were able to kill this man. But thank God for this widow, who is a prayer woman. The Bible said because of her properties. If you don't have property, you can't go to God. If there is nothing she must fight for, she will not go to this church for this church to avenge her of her handkerchief. The reason why she went to this man, because the husband has left the property, and the property belongs to her and the children. But because of the witches and the powers in the husband's house, they wanted to take the property from this woman. So she went to this unjust judge. This judge said, I fear not God, nor regarded not any man, that you must avenge me of my handwriting. There is a reason you must pray tonight. When you check your life or you look at your life, there is enough reason why you and I must go to God. So this woman went before this judge, and she said, whether you like it or not, you must avenge me of these enemies. This woman refused to fight. She determines in her heart, I will fight this family before. That is the way to win the battles of life. That is the only way to win the battles of this life. You must be determined to fight. You must be determined to fight. As a Christian, as a child of God, the fact that you are a child of God, it doesn't mean all things will work for you. Even the Son of God on earth read all the days of his life. Why? Because there is a fight. And there is a warfare that he must engage in. So this woman went before this man, and the man refused to have this woman. The Bible said she continuously went before this judge, and she said, whether you like it or not, you must help me. Whether you like it or not, you must avenge me of my enemies. And so the Bible said, this man said to himself, it is better for me if I want my peace. Let me answer this woman so that she will stop disturbing me. And the Bible, God told us, Jesus told us in that story, if this unjust judge was able to do this for this woman, how much more God, when his children will come to him day and night in prayers, the Bible said it will quickly avenge them of their addresses. Jesus is using this story, teaching a servant how to pray and how to continue at the place of prayer. The issue you are praying about, what you want God to do for you, if you have not received your answers, you have no business in keeping quiet. At the place of prayer, the Bible says, Paul said in the book of First Chronicles. First Thessalonians, forgive me, First Thessalonians. Chapter 2, verse number 18. It said again and again, I wanted to come to you. Paul told the people of Thessalonica, I wanted to come to you so that I will be a blessing unto you. But Paul said, the more I try to come to you, the more Satan resists me. Satan was able to prevent Paul from visiting the people of Thessalonica, so that it will be a blessing to them. There are things when it comes into your life, it will become a blessing to you. But an enemy has become an hindrance. Satan has become an hindrance to that blessing not to locate you. And some of your blessings are your marriage. Some of your blessings are the business you are doing. The reason why that business is not growing because Satan is resisting and making sure that that business will not grow. So Paul said, and again, I wanted to come to you, but Satan hindered me. Satan prevents me from visiting you. There is a power in your father's house. There is a power in your mother's house that is preventing good things not to come into your life. That is why Paul told Timothy that concerning the prophecies that has gone ahead of you, thou must by them, you must wage a good warfare because of the good thing God wants to do for you. As a child of God, as a believer, you must learn how to fight. You must learn how to fight. Why? Because this life will not give you what you want. That life will give you what to fight for. I said what you want in this life, this life will not give it to you. But the only thing you fight for, the only thing you bless the man for, that is what life is going to give to you. That is why tonight I want to go before God in prayers tonight. In prayers tonight. And ask God that your glory must be released. Your favor must be released. That marriage must be released. That breakthrough must be released. That contract must be released. That door must be opened. And Jesus said, ask. He said, ask. And it shall be given unto you. How do you ask? We ask in prayer. So, and a child of God that refused to pray, we said, every cross mouth is a cross destiny. Every cross mouth is a cross destiny. When you close your mouth, you have shut your destiny. When you close your mouth, you have shut down your destiny. So the Bible said, open your mouth widely. So at the extent you open your mouth, and God said, I will fill it. So when anytime you open your mouth in prayer, one of the things, God is a prayer hearing God. And prayer answering God. The God that came through for blind Bartimaeus. The God that came through for blind Bartimaeus. As you call on him tonight, I see the same God coming through for you tonight. I said, I see the same God coming through for you. The God that healed the woman with the issue of blood. I see the same God changing your life and transforming your destiny. They are on your feet with me. Jesus.